Hey, Chandler Bolt here, and in this video I want to explain kind of this video project that I got going on here, what you can expect in the coming videos, and really whether or not this is going to be helpful for you to even check these videos out. So kind of this overarching project is what I'm calling Chandler Bolt's Principles in Life and Work, which is very obviously, if you've heard of the book, inspired by Ray Dalio's book called Principles, which is just an insanely awesome book. Highly recommend it. So he's one of the most successful hedge fund managers of all time, and he kind of breaks down what are his principles in life and work. And I said, hey, this would be really cool to do the same thing. So it's kind of inspired based off of that book, also inspired by a conversation that I had with a friend of mine. His name's Nathan Barry. He runs a company called ConvertKit. So it's an email marketing software that is really awesome. He's awesome. The company's awesome. And we were having this conversation. He said, Chandler, you do business in a very unique way that not a lot of people run their business like that. And I'm sure you're already getting asked about it all the time. Right? And so he said, you need to teach everything you know, which is one of their core values at ConvertKit. Teach everything that you know, and it's going to serve a few key purposes for you. So I was asking him, hey, how do I recruit really top talent? Because that's obviously something he's good at, and they've had to do at ConvertKit. So he said, teach everything you know, and it's going to have a lot of different benefits. So number one, it's going to help recruit talent to self-publishing schools. So maybe you're interested in joining the company. Maybe you'll learn from these videos and say, hey, that's the place I want to work. It's also going to help train the talent that we already have. So maybe you work at self-publishing school. Either you were recently hired or you've been with us for a while, and you say, hey, I'm able to learn more and be more effective in my role, right? The second thing is I've got another company where it's called Elevate Advisors, where we help 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs scale their company. So kind of think of it like an outsourced COO. So where we do operationalize a lot of this stuff. So it's really good for visionaries who are really good at that part and the sales part, but aren't good at the operations. We implement a lot of the stuff that I'm teaching in these principles for you in your business. So naturally, I'm sure it'll bring customers there. And then the third thing is this is kind of like videos for my future kids, and this is probably a legacy project. Maybe this turns into a book. I've already written and published 6 of them. Maybe this is number 7. I don't know. For now, I think it's gonna be some really helpful videos that will help you kind of, really the purpose is to distill down the things I've learned from scaling a company, from writing 6 books. So I've written books around some of these topics that I'll be sharing, but really distilling into what are the fundamental principles that are most important for my success, just as a human being, but then also as an entrepreneur. And really, so I've grown my company, Self-Publishing School. I've grown multiple companies before that, but self-publishing school is the big one. And so I've grown that from 0 to either $7 or $8 million in the last few years. We'll do about $4.6 million in business this year. So really a lot of these things are what are the lessons or principles that I learned along the way that allowed the business to scale to where it's at now, and that really are gonna allow it to scale to, we'll see, maybe 7 to 10 million next year. So it's a lot of those fundamental principles that whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an employee, whether you're a teammate at self-publishing school, or any of those things, I think it will help you be just more productive in your life and in your work. And then if you're an entrepreneur, there'll be a lot of really good lessons there. So with that said, I've got a lot of great principle videos, kind of you can scan based on topic, genre, find the ones that are most applicable to you. Start watching them. I hope that you enjoy them. As always, leave a comment below this video. Let me know, and leave a comment below the individual videos that you'd like. I'd love to hear your feedback, because this really just is a starting point. I've recorded a lot of these, and I will continue to record them until some future date. So leave a comment. Let me know which ones you find helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.